I'm Dave Nemeth, the owner of Trend Forward, and I'd like to welcome you to our brand new Trend series, which is brought to you by Grohe. In the past, I've always dated the reports and the podcasts that I've done regarding trends and where the future is headed. So for instance, this one would ideally have been looking at 2022, 2023, or even as far ahead as 2025. This one, however, is not dated. It is simply entitled 20 Forward. The reason for this is that things are moving at such a pace that it's becoming increasingly difficult to try put a date on things. Here's a great example. Over the last couple of years, I've been speaking about the move in business, whereby people will work from home. We forecast this years ago, and unfortunately, companies and people have been very slow on this uptake, on this new kind of mindset of being able to work from home because, let's face it, everything is connected. Our phones are connected, our internet gives us access to the work that we do on a day-to-day basis. Then all of a sudden, COVID hit us, and we found ourselves with no choice but to have to work from home. This change in the way we work literally happened overnight. And as things go through waves and we find ourselves in lockdowns and then restrictions are lifted, we start to see that this new dynamic that we've become accustomed to has changed the way we work forever. Many companies are saying we don't need these fancy big office spaces. We can save on rent. We can save on people's time, the hours spent commuting to and from work. And we'll start to see dynamic changes like this taking place across business sectors, business models, products, design. And that's what the series is going to take a look at. All these elements that are changing at a rate of knots. When we look at a general theme for the future of things to come, I think it's safe to say that everything is being reimagined. From cars to travel, to the way in which we work, to our homes, everything is changing. We're already seeing a marked difference within the built environment, within the way spaces are created. Restaurants are being reimagined. They are being designed in a way where people can have social distancing. Our homes will change. We find ourselves spending many more hours in the home than we did previously. That has to have an impact on the way they are designed. And then, of course, the office space. We've already seen a forced design change having to happen because by law, people have had to stay apart, be socially distanced. And many designers and architects have jumped at this and created some very innovative spaces that are taking shape. We don't always realize the rate at which things are changing. Here is an image of a mobile phone. It looks vintage, it looks retro, but in actual fact, it was one of the top-selling mobile phones just 10 years ago. 10 years is nothing on a historical timeline. Our mobile phones today are designed to do so much more than simply communicate with people. They are able to control devices. We are able to do our banking. We are able to look at foreign exchange rates. In fact, almost anything that we would sit and do at a personal computer can be done on these devices. At the forefront of this technology is something called IoT, or the Internet of Things. And whilst most of you have probably heard about it, it still needs demystifying for many people. Quite simply, the Internet of Things allows products, hard items, appliances, vehicles to communicate with us in a similar fashion to the way in which we communicate with each other. We refer to these devices that can communicate with us as smart devices. Let's take a look at some of these smart devices and how they're going to impact the way we live. You are able with this device and with this application to take complete control of your home water system. It's great for monitoring water consumption, detecting and shutting off leaks, as well as pipe breaks. Even if you're not at home, it can be controlled from wherever you are, anywhere in the world. Grohe Sense Card is a Wi-Fi connected water controller that is installed on your main water pipe. It literally detects all the water passing through it. When it detects a leak, it can automatically shut off the water supply so that you don't get all that water damage. You're able to enjoy complete peace of mind 24/7 wherever you are in the world. Another innovation by Grohe is Grohe Blue Home. Water that is purified and perfectly chilled, just the way you like it. Not only that, it will also give you sparkling water directly from the tap. You are able to control your Grohe Blue Home tap via a smartphone app for total convenience. The Grohe Ondus app will not only let you know when the filter or CO2 needs replacing, but can reorder it automatically for you. Use it to pour water and monitor your water consumption. One of the easiest transitions to start making your home a smart home is possibly through smart lighting. This technology has decreased dramatically in price, and in fact all your hardware stores at the moment sell a variety of devices. If you don't want the actual controllers or the plug socket, so to speak, then you're able to just buy the light bulbs. These light bulbs are all LED. They work directly on the Wi-Fi, and you're able to change colors, hue, and even the brightness. Again, from anywhere. All from the power of your smartphone. A big focus at the moment is the air that we breathe, especially in spaces like retail spaces and office blocks. Air conditioners, as well as air purification systems, are also being smart enabled. Through the use of sensors within the appliances themselves and the environment, you have complete control at your fingertips. Alternatively, they can be set for different changes in weather patterns. So for those of you familiar with IoT, those probably all seem like the obvious. But what about things we could never have imagined that have been turned into smart items? Furniture, for instance. This is a smart office chair. This chair monitors your posture and is able to give you live feedback when it's time to stand up or when it's time to adjust your posture. You are able to get full reports on this through any mobile device or your desktop computer so that you can actually improve your health while you spend so many hours of the day sitting at your desk. Here is a completely unexpected smart device. Who would ever have thought something as simple as a mirror could be smart enabled? I'd like you to have a look at this short video which explains it. When you start to put all these smart devices together, you end up with a complete smart environment. The smart office will be a workplace where modern technology is leveraged to help employees work smarter, better, faster. Typically, a smart office solution consists of a suite of technologies, all these smart devices that we've already spoken about, that connect with the employees, the building, as well as the existing IT infrastructure. I think we can really look forward to seeing some amazing offices taking form over the next few years. Automation through IoT and smart devices will occur in almost every space. It is vital that designers and architects bear this in mind when they are designing new environments. Here is an example of a kitchen that has been created by local company Blue Line. The solid tops smoothly slide away to reveal the stove hob. It is also fitted with safety sensors to avoid it closing on children's fingers or anything else that may be in the way. Hotel design will also see dramatic changes. Here's an example, the Coral Bloom Hotel, which forms part of the Red Sea development and which opens its doors in 2022. The hotel has been designed by the world-famous architectural practice Foster & Partners. Biodiversity considerations take center stage, with the plan is designed to avoid disruption of the island's mangroves and other habitats, providing natural defenses from erosion. The design is also responsive to the changing world and traveller demands over the past 12 months. There will be no internal corridors, for example, in response to growing demand for space and seclusion following the coronavirus pandemic. I think we can expect to see some really exciting developments in the next few years when it comes to hotel and hospitality design. Everything is changing. Everything is being reimagined.